Sunrise. Hello, folks.
Good morning, Charlie and Ben. Today is the final installment of our live This is Home Tour. KPLC is broadcasting from each of the parishes we serve, and we have enjoyed it throughout the month of October.
We sure have. This morning we're with the good folks here in Jeff Davis Parish, and we'll be at two more locations today. Regatta, Louisiana Seafood and Steakhouse in Lake Arthur. Beautiful place. That'll be for 7 News at noon. And the Strand, no, not the Strand Theater, the Founders Park. In downtown Jennings. So it's going to be a great place this afternoon.
Now, coming up in just a moment, we'll be talking to Marion Fox with the Jeff Davis Tourism Commission. We'll be talking about the Yellow Rails and Rice Festival, which is a big event here, kind of a bucket list type event for birders.
Yes, Marion's such an elegant lady, too. Yes. She loves to talk about Jeff Davis Parish. Other guests in our next hour will include Jamie Lee with Jeff Davis Tourism to talk about the Flyway Byway, and Christy LaPrette, who is kind enough today to bring us some of her delicious pumpkin spice coffee from Java Jolts, her location in Jennings. She'll also join us for a conversation and coffee.
Hey, that's what we like to do here on Sunrise. We'll also be talking about crawfish tours with Dion Sablehouse. That's coming up a little later.
And we're sharing the rich history of Jeff Davis Parish. In fact, the parish is named after the president of the Confederacy during the Civil War, Jefferson Davis.
Well, when Jeff Davis Parish was separated from Imperial Calcasieu, like many of the surrounding parishes of southwest Louisiana were near the turn of the 20th century, a name was needed, as Alice Roy, the parish's tourist information specialist, explains.
And a lot of people come from all over the world, and they say, you know, they can't believe our parish is named after the president of the Confederacy. And I say, yeah, and we're proud of our parish, and we're proud of its name. We were part of the Confederacy, and he was our president. When we first became a parish, there was a lot of conflict over who was going to be the parish seat, Welch or Jennings. And we went to an election, and Jennings won. Now, Jennings is also, well, we're referred to as the cradle of Louisiana oil, because the first oil found in the state of Louisiana was found at Evangeline, 6 miles east of Jennings. But the home offices of the company that came was in Jennings, so it was called the Jennings Oil Field. And it was on Mr. Laurent Clément's estate, and that was in 1902, and some of those oil wells are still producing. It's been over 100 years.
And we'll be featuring more on the history of Jeff Davis Parish coming up later in this hour.
Really rich history. We're joined now by Marion Fox. She is the president and CEO of the Jeff Davis Tourist Commission. Wonderful having you this morning.
I'm good.
Great to see you, and a really cool event that's coming up this weekend we want to hit on first. It's called the Yellow Rails and Rice Festival. Tell us about that.
Yes, the Yellow Rails and Rice Festival was started by LSU because the birds, the yellow rails, are really extremely hard to see. And so what they've done is put together tours on combines where the tour participants actually get on the combines, and when they're cutting the rice, the little yellow rails flush up. So they get to check them off their birding list.
And
that is cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It's sold out.
It's sold out.
People can still participate.
Right. It's 135 people have bought tours. We have 25 states represented and 2 foreign countries.
Apparently, a lot of people like to ride combines.
Apparently, and they love to check them off. That's what they want to do, is check them off.
Bucket list, as Brittany said.
Absolutely, check them off.
Cool.
And yes.
It brings a lot of people to Jeff Davis Parish, and what's really cool, the past 2 years, y'all have actually broken some records when it comes to the number of tourists in the community.
That's right. We have Jeff Davis Parish-wise, and also with the state, the Lieutenant Governor Jay Darden and Kyle Edmonston, who's the Undersecretary of Tourism. In 2012, we had 26.3 million visitors.
Wow.
In 2013, we had 27.3 million visitors. You know that they come here because of our food, our music, our people, and our yellow rails.
Yeah. The park here, the I-10 Oil and Gas Park, this is kind of like the stopping off place off the interstate where you start.
It is. It's the place where people can get information about the entire parish, and they can hold the baby gators, and they can buy souvenirs. But it's mostly a park for the families to come to.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Nice.
Well, tell me, what makes Jeff Davis Parish so special to you?
Well, I was raised here. And even though I was gone for a long time and worked in Lake Charles for a long time, the people here are just wonderful.
Yeah.
And we take our location between Lake Charles and Lafayette very seriously because we feel like we're sitting in the catbird seat with everything that's going on.
All over. Yeah.
Right.
What's the best thing
Absolutely.
about Jeff Davis Parish?
Our people.
Yeah.
Our people and our my staff. I have a great staff, but I also have great boards.
Right.
Tourist Commission and Economic Development.
Well,
so.
we appreciate that y'all prioritize making this such a destination, not just for people that live here to be proud of, but for people to get off the interstate
Absolutely.
and see exactly what y'all can offer
Absolutely.
here.
All right.
Well, thank y'all for coming to Jeff
Thank
Davis
you.
Parish.
Hey,
Mary.
we have a little
You're
gift for
welcome.
you.
Yes.
You know, we got
Oh.
some coffee here for you
Yay.
with Java Jolts, but we want you to put it in a Sunrise coffee mug. And thanks for getting up. with us
Thank
this
you.
morning.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for
Okay.
having us here.
All right.
Let's go back to Charlie in the studio.